Hello and welcome everyone to a new episode of Aston Martin V8 Vantage S15 N600. So today we will test this car also on Nürburgring ring, which is considered as one of the most difficult and the longest tracks on GT Sport, which is actually a mixture between performance and top speed and acceleration. So the seal, or let's say the purpose, is to calculate the average speed in order to compare between all cars in Gran Turismo Sport to determine which car is the best in terms of overall performance. So let's start with an automatic transmission. So here we will put just 3, the number of laps. I don't want to put more laps. I know that if you increase the number of laps to beyond the 3, so maybe you can get better timings, but the most important thing to me is how to get used of this car as soon as possible, because for me this is the first time I drive this car. So also one part of the evaluation is to evaluate how I can get use of this car as soon as possible. So here we have the number of cars is set to 20. The starting grid, we will start from behind. There will be no tire wear because I need to push this car to the limit. There will be no fuel depletion also. There will be also no mechanical damage. The overtaking system would be the same by default. For the open category, it would be the same car exactly, because I need also to test the car ability to avoid also the same car, not only the same class, if it is possible to overtake the same car as well. And I will increase the open difficulty to be in a professional level. So there will be flag rules, but now we can start directly. So now let's dive into details. Okay. So we go to the car setting. In the car setting, as you can see, that I reduced the weight reduction ratio to 85%, because also I need to reduce the weight in order to increase the acceleration. I also increased the power ratio to be 142%, as you can see, in order also to increase the maximum speed. I increased also the power level to the maximum. I also developed the weight reduction level to the maximum. For the traction control, I put it 2 out of 5 in order to test the oversteer or understeer ability of this car. If we have oversteer, then I should increase the traction control, and the opposite is right. For the rear and front tires, I put soft tires because I need to check the grip level. I need also to see the best grip level of this car. And for the brake balance, I put sensitivity to the rear tires a little bit. Later we can change this during the racing, we will check later. And also I changed the transmission type from manual transmission to fully customized non-synchronous sequential transmission, because I need to increase the maximum speed and also the acceleration and the stability as well a little bit. So let's dive directly. Or maybe we can okay, we have did some mistakes a little bit. I will return back because I don't want rolling like this. Okay, so as you can see from here, we go to the Nürburgring, and then we go to the noon section, and then we go to the manufacturers and the automatic, and here we put the number of tab to 3, starting grid 20. Here we should put the grid to start. Yeah, this is my mistake, sorry for this one. Here we put 1 make. Here we increase the opener difficulty to professional, and everything is fine. Now let's test this car and see if we can maybe achieve less than 9 minutes for each lap. Okay, from this side, nice. Oh, so I noticed actually that the brake system is not so good, so I should be careful so much during turning ins. So now I have no clue if this is okay or fine. Of course, this car is not specialized for GT class, so that's why we will suffer a little bit in terms of brakings. I'll try my best. Okay. Now we take the lead, and I will try to increase the gap. Then now everything is fine. So I noticed also that the turning is not so good, but we cannot decrease the stability more, otherwise we will suffer from spinning out. Now we will see on the straight line what this car can do. Okay, so now we are over 200 km/h. It's good, fine. I will try the strategy of soft tiring system. We will see now here. We will see the section. Try to press the brake a little bit. Ah, okay, so this car is not dedicated for little brake, so it means that I should brake harder a little bit. We have also experience understeering a little bit. That's why I increased also the sensitivity of the front tires to be 3 out of 5. Oh. Actually, I'm suffering from the braking system, not so good, which means that I should be very cautious when entering each corner, especially harder ones, as we saw in the previous section. I should be very careful. Any mistake would be disastrous for us. Now we increase the gap to 24 seconds from the second place, which is nice. Now I'm getting used to this car, and of course if I increase the number of laps, so I could get better lap times, better timings, of course. So here I should go to the inner section of this turn, as you can see, because I don't want to lose actually the stability. Just a second, guys. I can also change background music. Okay, we return back. So here also I go to the in the ring. So as you can see here, I drifted away a little bit, so I don't think so that we can reach 9 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. Now we will see the top speed from inside, really nice. Oh. Okay, so we reached 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Good. And we increase the gap to 44 seconds from the second place. And also we have an improvement of 6.5 seconds compared to the first lap. Oh shit. Sorry for this mistake, guys. Now it shrinks to 4.5 seconds, which is not so good. So the most important thing, guys, whenever you go into any turn, you should be slower a little bit, and when exiting out the corner, you should be as fast as possible. This is the golden rule. Again, same mistake. Okay. Yeah, I should be very careful. So as you can see, I tried to make a turn before the beginning of the turn itself. So here, as you can see, I pushed the brakes a little bit harder compared to the previous lap, because in the previous lap we had a serious mistake. The general problem that I notice in Aston Martin cars, that they have really serious problems in turning. Yeah, so maybe I don't know, but maybe the brake system is not so good. This is the second car that I test so far. I tested in the previous video the Vision Gran Turismo Aston Martin 100, and today this car S15 E8 Vantage, but still I have the same problem. I'm not sure why actually. Here I should be very careful because I don't want to go to outside of this turn. Now we extended the gap to 1 minute from the second place, which is fine. Nice. I nearly did a mistake, but everything is fine. Now I'm getting used to this car actually. Okay, so now let's check the top speed. 304, okay. Not so much, maybe 310, 312. So theoretically I put 400 for as top speed, but as you can see we reach only to 312. Not so good actually. That's why, guys, in order to know which car is the best, you should not only look to the numbers, you should test each car on the track to know if this car is the best one or not. Personally, I thought that I could be able to finish less than 9 minutes. But this is not the case, unfortunately. Maybe because the acceleration is not so high. This is what I noticed, and also the brake system is not so good, which means that when entering each corner I should be very careful. I should be slower than usual to avoid committing mistakes. Nice, we have improvement of 1.7 second, good. Maybe I can also increase the sensitivity of the rear front a little bit to be -4 instead of -3, and check what will happen in terms of responsiveness. Nice. You can increase it furthermore to be -5. We increase the sensitivity of the front brakes to the maximum. I will try to push this car to the limit a little bit more. See? And hope so that I won't commit any mistakes. Good, now we have an improvement of 5 seconds, which is amazing. From the second lap, I mean. This is 6.9. Okay, fine. And we have 1 minute 28 seconds as a gap from the second place, which is fantastic. Okay, so we reached to the last lap, to the final lap. Okay, so now we are approaching the last section of this race actually. So I think that maybe we can reach the final lap in 9 minutes and maybe 14 seconds. Again, we reached the top speed maybe 312 in the last lap. Let's see here how much. Oh my god. Okay, that's fine. Let's see, maybe 9:14 or maybe 15. Oh, okay. 9 minutes 14 seconds and 0.9. Okay. Okay, so that's it, guys. Hope so you enjoyed the show. Next time we will continue with the Aston Martin Vantage. We have still maybe 7 to 8 cars. Yeah. So hope so you enjoy. And once we finish, I will release another video comparison just for Aston Martin. See you guys. Bye bye.